I've always enjoyed the way that a group of people that come together from a lot of different backgrounds at the beginning of a week, by the end of it, can have undertaken a common journey and be bonded together in many different ways. I think that was particularly pronounced this last week, where people from different contexts, different backgrounds, different denominational settings, people who work in trades, people who work in theological education, and people who work in the pastorate, all these different contexts brought together to have a conversation about knowing. And it may seem like a very abstract thing to talk about, but as we went through the week, one of the things that Dr. Esther Meek brought out was just how concrete and relevant and applicable this is to whatever aspect of thought we are engaged in. We're all knowers, we're all people who are in some way or other philosophers. One of the benefits of a course which is truly intensive, I mean we use the term intensive for the various Theopolis courses, but they are truly intensive. You're spending about 12 hours together a day over 5 days, and by the end of that time you really get to know each other. You get to know some of the issues and the struggles that people are working through. You get to share some of the joys and the delights, that the things that motivate you in your life. You get a sense of what makes people tick. Within the class this year, on this particular occasion, I think there was a lot more attention given to bringing us together as a group. So the way that we divided into small groups of about 3 or 4 people, and within these groups, throughout the course of the week, we got to know each other in that small group and thought about the concepts that we're exploring within the classes and discussed it and in their relevance to our day-to-day lives, in their applicability to our contexts, in examples that we could think about from our own experience, the skills that we had learned in the course of our lives. And that I found very helpful. You have a group of people who are undertaking this journey of learning together. It's not something that you do in solitude. Beyond that, every single day you have 3 times of worship together. You have matins at the beginning of the day, sext at the end of the morning sessions, and then you have vespers later on in the afternoon. And each one of these occasions gives you a different place to look from upon your studies. So it's not just a matter of learning a set of concepts. You are working and worshipping and thinking together, and you're living together. You're sharing the life of eating together, of laughing together, of engaging in a host of different ways that I think really inform the studies that you have.